This is a stimulus update. In this video, we'll talk about the current timeline with the second stimulus check, what's included in the new GOP stimulus package, and which 11 states are currently receiving the new $300 a week unemployment benefits. I hope you're having a great day so far. Quick update on my knee injury. I'm able to walk now without crutches, and my knee is feeling so much better on a daily basis. All right, let's get started. First, we'll talk about the new GOP stimulus package and what it includes. So they just released this a couple days ago, and basically it's going to have $300 weekly unemployment insurance, which is completely separate from President Trump's executive order. If this passes, it's going to be $105 billion for schools, liability protections for businesses and healthcare providers, $10 billion for the post office, and $45 billion for the Department of Health. And this is going to help out with vaccine distribution, among a few other things. By the way, all this information is in my email newsletter, so if you want stimulus updates once every 1 to 2 weeks or so, just when something important comes out, I have a link to my email newsletter down in the description below. So you may have noticed with this Republican stimulus proposal, there are no stimulus checks included. Now the chances of this passing is very slim. So in the Senate, which is Republican majority, they could pass it if they want to, but it might not even pass among the Republicans there, and it definitely won't pass in the House by the Democrats. So at this time, this is just a proposal, and it adds to the confusion of many other proposals by other Republicans and what's going on now. But until this gets more serious, we don't really need to revisit this, and it's not too much of a concern that it doesn't have stimulus checks at this time, because it's most likely not going to be passed by the Democrats looking as is, although the Democrats did agree on having a piecemeal agreement, but this is not enough for the Democrats to be happy with to pass. Also, politically, this is a very bad move from the Republicans to not include stimulus checks, with elections just a few months away. To not give the people a stimulus check right before the election time, I think is sealing the deal for them to not be re-elected. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. The Republicans were on board with stimulus checks before, but now pulling back. Is this going to hurt their election chances if they follow through with this stimulus proposal? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Moving on, many Democrats have written a letter to the top Democrats saying that we need to pass a smaller stimulus bill now that includes unemployment insurance, and pass that now and focus on other things later. Pretty much as all of Americans have been saying, let's just pass something now and focus on other things later. Here's the official letter right here, and it's addressed to Nancy Pelosi and Steny Hoyer. So basically, to summarize the letter for you, they're saying that since we're meeting up on Saturday to do the U.S. Postal Service legislation, while we're there, why don't we pass something to give Americans $600 a week, because there are 30 million Americans who are relying on that money to put food on the table and help keep their kids healthy. And just to remind you, at the last recession, the unemployment insurance benefits were extended 13 times, and therefore we should have more unemployment insurance at $600 weekly. And so please, let's just do this now, and then we could do other things later. That's just the summary of it. And then these are all the other Democrats who support this action. Now, in terms of timeline of when you could expect a second stimulus check, I want to keep it real with you. We are not going to get this anytime soon. The reason why is because they're saying that stimulus negotiations are still going on, but most likely not, because this week is a Democrat National Convention. Next week is the Republican National Convention, and there's not going to be any negotiations happening during these conventions. So most likely after that is when they could start to do more serious negotiation. And I know what you're thinking, and I feel the same way. They keep saying that a stimulus check is going to come soon, and then something happens and they keep delaying it and delaying it and delaying it. Currently, Congress is out on vacation. Keep in mind, they make $174,000 salary per year, and this vacation, this 1 month vacation that they're on, is paid time off. They don't have to worry about paying for food. They don't have to worry about paying for rent. Mainly, their main focus at this time is re-election. So all their efforts are going to being re-elected in the next few months. Diana J. Heller commented on my video yesterday, they shouldn't receive a paycheck until they pass stimulus bill directly to the people. Gilbert Smith says no stimulus check and we leave them in office. We deserve what we get. So American people are not happy about this. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Is voting Congress out of office the solution? Let me know what you think. Moving on, there are currently 30 US businesses that are against President Trump's executive order to defer the payroll tax. They're saying that it is unworkable. What they're saying is, under current law, the executive order creates substantial tax liability for employees at the end of the deferred period. Without Congress action, to forgive this liability, it threatens to impose serious hardships on employees who will face a large tax bill and as a result of deferral. So basically what they're referring to, the payroll tax deferral, is basically 6.2% of your paycheck you get to keep. And you don't get to keep that forever, it's a loan. So basically, to keep numbers simple, for every $1,000 you get in your paycheck, you get an extra $62. The only problem is you have to pay that back when your taxes are due April 2021. So for someone who makes $50,000 a year, you could get an extra $1,100 in payroll taxes, but you have to pay that back. For someone who gets the max amount, who's eligible for this, of $104,000 salary, you could get $2,200 back, but you have to pay back that $2,200. So many businesses don't want to place this burden of having to pay back this money later on. Now, President Trump did say that if he is reelected, that he will permanently cut this payroll tax cut, so it won't be deferred, it'll just be completely cut. But the problem with that is that 6.2%, which is what the money that goes to Social Security, it's the primary source of the Social Security program. Last year, 89% of the Social Security money that was collected was from this payroll tax. So if it's deferred, that means millions or billions of dollars is going to be cut from the Social Security program. Many people are concerned that if money is cut from Social Security, then recipients won't get their full amount. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. If you had the choice to get this payroll tax deferred, get this money now, and then pay it back later, would you take that money or would you just deny that money? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Another update with President Trump's executive order. So now there are currently 11 states that are approved to get that extra $300 weekly unemployment benefits. Although it was marketed as a $400 a week, many states are not giving up that $100 to make it $400, so they're just getting the $300 federal unemployment money. So currently the 11 states are Arizona, Colorado, Idaho, Iowa, Louisiana, Maryland, Missouri, Montana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Utah are getting that $300 weekly benefits. If you're wondering when, I'll get into that in a minute. So these $300 weekly payments are going to be retroactive August 1st. So that first check is going to be a lot bigger than $300 per week, depending on when that comes out. And according to FEMA, they estimate that the payout assistance will be by August 29th. The reason why FEMA is saying this is because the money is coming from the Disaster Relief Fund, which is the money that's used, for damages with hurricanes or other natural disasters. So this money is coming out and it's on a first come, first served basis. Since there is a limited amount of money, some experts are saying that it only may last a few weeks. So whichever states are getting in first are going to get the bulk of it, and whichever states coming last are not going to get as much, and it may not last as long. And that concludes the stimulus news for today. If you're looking for another free money opportunity, if you sign up through Webull, down in the description below, you get 2 free stocks. If you want a 3rd free stock, you can sign up through Robinhood. You could keep these stocks and let it grow in value over time, or just sell it out, cash it out, put it in your bank account. And if you want to learn the best type of budget to have, it's called the 50-30-20 budget. I go over it in this video over here. It's on my second channel, Wise Sense, which teaches how to earn money, manage money, invest money on that channel. But you could click this video over here to learn about budgeting, or if you want more second stimulus check updates, you could click this playlist down over here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.